Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Highlander Stadium. This is Upland football. Chino Hills versus Upland High School. Chino's at a record of 6-3, and Upland a record of 4-5. Talk about their statistics just a little bit. We have Chino Hills run game at 103.2. Upland's 132. And we have Chino's passing game at 218.6 versus Upland's 161.8. Receiving yards per game, we have Chino Hills at 218.4 and 163.9 for Upland. Total yards for Chino is 321.8 and 293. Excuse me. For Upland, tackles on defense, tackles per game, we have Chino at 51 and Upland a little bit more aggressive here at 67.9. Sacks per game, we have Chino Hills at an advantage of 2.4 and Upland at 1.8. Points per game, we have Upland at 29. Upland at 27 and Chino at 29. I'm here with Sean Smith. Tell us what your thoughts are about this game.
Thank you very much, James. First of all, it's just a pleasure to be here on this chilly November night. First day of November, right? And you can already feel it in the air. It's about 65 degrees right now. Temperatures could drop to just under 60 degrees, maybe 58, 59 by the end of the game. Around 9 o'clock, it's expected to get down to 58. We got a little wind in the air. About 11 mile an hour wind, according to Google. I just checked right now. It's blowing a little northeast, but shouldn't affect the play on the field too much. But back to the game, James. Like I said, it's just a pleasure to be here and watch this Upland High School football team wrap up their season and try to finish on a positive note. Just a couple of weeks ago, they suffered a heartbreaking loss here at home to the Damien Spartans. But after that double overtime defeat, the Scots have rebounded very nicely as they've won their last two games on the road versus Ayala in a win last week versus Etiwanda. They're now back to 500 on the season. Just a game under 500, I apologize. They're 4-5, and they're 2-2 in baseline league play. Upland, they're looking to end their season with a 3-game winning streak, to get back to 500, and they haven't been 500 since the very beginning of the season. They're going to be relying heavily on the ground, heavily on the running game, I should say. They're led by their junior running back, number 22, Jerome Spank Smith. Spank is his nickname, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And the sophomore running back, I said junior, he's a sophomore running back. He's coming off a tremendous performance in last week's win versus the Etiwanda Eagles, where he rushed for an astounding 163 yards on 16 carries, including a touchdown. Spank Smith also had a 4-yard touchdown reception. That was his lone reception of the game, just a quick little 4-yarder, but it proved to be an important one as he got 6 points out of it. The Scots are also going to be featuring another sophomore standout on offense, that being their starting quarterback, Laquan Jackson. The lefty, he can not only beat you through the air, but he can beat you on the ground as well. The 6-foot sophomore had an impressive 79 yards rushing last week as a quarterback. He's rushed for just under 500 yards on the season with 7 touchdowns on the ground. Laquan Jackson's also thrown for 1,382 yards with 13 touchdowns and just 6 interceptions. He's completing his passes at about a 60% clip, just under 60, I'd say 59.7%. So, but Upland's got the work cut out for them. I know the Chino Hills got a pretty high-powered offense. They're coming into tonight's game with an overall record of 6-3, and they're led by their junior quarterback, Alex Medine, the 6'1" quarterback. Medine led the way last week for the Huskies. He threw for 244 yards on 11 of 17 completions. So Upland's really going to have a challenge containing this high-powered offense. You got Alex Medine. He's one of the more impressive quarterbacks in the area. He's only a junior. He's only going to get better. But Upland's going to have to create some turnovers on defense, something they did very well last week. They had 3 interceptions, and 2 of those receptions they went for touchdowns. So they got another challenge ahead of them if they want to get back to 500 tonight, James.
We just saw the captains lead the team out right now. We had Donovan Brown, Justin Benson, Roman Ponce, and Teresa Punaoa Ochin. Such a long name, and he's so active out there that if we had to say his name every time he did something out there, we would fill up the whole air with
mispronounced
his name.
A very, very talented defensive tackle.
Now the Chino Hill's strength is definitely in their pass, and they have a really good relationship with their passing fleet. The quarterback and the team tends to gel very well, and they have a lot of weapons out there on offense and throw a lot of quick releases, and that's something that the defensive coordinator for Upland was making sure that they were going to shut down as much as possible, but definitely trying to make them one-dimensional. We'll see how well they do that. And they may do that by slowing down their passing game, but definitely wanting to shut down their running game.
Okay, back to receive the kick for the Upland Scots is going to be number 13, Justin Benson. 7? Nope. And that's going to be a touchdown to start. Touchdown, I meant touchback, my mistake. And, out comes the Upland Scots offense here, led by sophomore Laquan Jackson, a 6-foot sophomore.
Very mobile back.
Very mobile. He only completed a small percentage of his passes last week, but he's very effective on the ground. Like I said, he's a true dual threat quarterback. So he'll take what the defense gives him. Last week for Wanda, they really left open some holes on the field, and he took advantage on the ground. But Laquan can beat you through the air as well, as he's thrown for almost 1,400 yards on the season.
Yeah, the total yards per game, I said 207.9. A lot of that is coming from Laquan Jackson.
And you got about a 4-yard run to begin the game.
Correction. The total yards per game for Laquan for the team was 293.8. For Laquan, it's 207. So he makes up a big chunk of those offensive yards.
All right, we got Jerome Smith running back. We got looks like a false start on offense here. Been seeing a lot of penalties lately for the Scots. My mistake. That's offside on Chino Hills. That's going to be a replay of second down.
Yeah, you don't see that too often. Yeah, they're lined up in the neutral zone, and that's going to cause them to back it up.
Hey, Laquan Jackson is in a shotgun formation. He's rolling out to his left. He's got a
catch made by Benson.
Nice little completion. A couple of yards there. It's going to be 3rd down and short. We'll call that about a 1-yard pass maybe. This is going to be 3rd down and about 3 yards to go. Third down and 4 to go. Laquan Jackson looking at head coach Daryl Thomas for the call. He's going to be alone there in the backfield, a 5-wide receiver formation here on 3rd and short. 3rd down conversions have been a little bit of a challenge lately for the sophomores. And that pass is complete to number 3, Tristan Castro.
Tristan Castro is one of the leaders on their receiving corps at 30.7. We saw Justin Benson earlier. He's probably the favorite of Laquan Jackson with 77.1 yards per game.
And that'll give the Upland Scots a 1st down here. Nice start for their opening drive. Laquan Jackson, typically seen in a lot of these shotgun formations, is it gives him the option to run. And you see Smith, nice little block for Jerome Smith there, but Laquan Jackson doesn't really have anywhere to go. Might get back to the line of scrimmage on there. That's going to be a no gain, maybe a loss of a yard.
He sees a little hole and tries to squeeze through, but the 2 linemen are able to pick him up pretty quickly.
That is going to be 2nd down and 11. Laquan Jackson actually lost a yard on that. They got him just behind the line of scrimmage.
So that will count as a sack. And then he's back at shotgun.
We got a pro formation here. Fullback in.
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, he's got a pro formation.
Smith's dancing around in the backfield. Smith's wrapped up, again, behind the line of scrimmage. He might lose a yard on that as well. That's going to bring it to 3rd and long here for the Upland Scots on this opening drive. after completing that first third down conversion and it's third and short, they're going to have a little bit more of a task here. That's going to be third down and about 12 yards to go. So Laquan's going to have to throw the ball downfield here if they want to continue this drive because they're pretty deep in their own territory. And let's see what he does here. And we got Jerome Smith flanked out, and he's running to motion. Laquan Smith just off Smith's fingers. He didn't really have much to work with there anyways. He's going to get wrapped up pretty early, so that's going to be a quick, well, not a 3-and-out. They did get that first down earlier, but Upland's going to be punting this one away, and Chino Hills is going to be taking over. And back to punt for the Upland Scots is number 9, Brody Morgan, who also plays a little bit of linebacker as well for this Upland High School football team. And back to receive the punt for the Chino Hills Huskies is number 2, wide receiver Jeremiah Solvent. And the punt is off. You got a pretty good kick on that. It's going to take a bounce. It looks like he's going to fair catch that. Solvent's not going to touch it. It's going to take an Upland bounce down to about the 26-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Chino Hills High School football team's offense here. As I alluded to earlier, they are led by their junior quarterback, 6'1" Alex Medine. The junior has completed 136 of 217 passes on the season for an impressive 1,955 yards. He's thrown for 16 touchdowns against only 3 interceptions. He's a very efficient quarterback, completing over 60% of his passes, 63% to be exact. And they got trips to the right to begin this drive. Medine gets the snap, he rolls to his right. Medine gets the pass off. It's deflected at the line of scrimmage by, looked like that was number 9, Brody Morgan. The punter goes ahead and gets himself involved on defense, just as he did on special teams the play before. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Huskies. And the Chino Hills High School, outside of Medine, they have a very impressive wide receiver and senior Cameron Bateman, 6'1", 170-pound wide receiver, has got almost 1,000 yards on the season. So we'll see number 6 featured heavily in this offense. And a little handoff to number 23. He's going to be wrapped up in about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there's a little hole between the center and guard, and he gets through about 5 yards before he gets wrapped up. For those of you new to football, you have the center at the middle that hikes the ball. You have the guards just on either side of the center, and then you have tackles outside. So when you hear someone then just run off tackle, it can be confusing. But they didn't get tackled, they just ran away from that position.
Almost picked off. That one picked off by number 1, Chase Menifee. Very impressive defensive play by Chase Menifee, the senior defensive back. Had a very impressive game last week, James, in which Menifee had an interception last week, but he took that interception to the house. He's got a couple interception returns for touchdowns on the season, but almost had another right there. Chino Hills High School is very fortunate.
He's also got some fumble recoveries.
Absolutely.
He's all over the place on defense.
And Upland's they're backed up in their own territory on 3rd and long, just as Upland was. And the punt is off with relative ease, and that is fielded at the 35-yard line.
That's Luke.
Good
Lovano.
Yeah, good concentration by Lovano, as he had a lot of hands in his face right when he caught that ball. I had to make sure he secured it. If he opted not to catch that ball, that would have taken a huge bounce and pinned Upland back pretty far into their own territory. So even though it's not going to come up as anything impressive in the stat sheet, but that was a very impressive catch under pressure by Luke Lovano.
Yeah, there was another catch he made under pressure against Damien. It was the last catch of the game to get him to almost tie it up.
Laquan Jackson escaping pressure. He's running to his left. He gets a pass up. He's got
wide open.
Justin Benson comes up with the pass. They
call that a completion.
What an impressive rollout.
All right, Justin Benson, just the 5'8" senior, able to get that huge reception.
That was fantastic. You saw the athleticism on full display there from Laquan Jackson. He's able to escape the pressure, get himself a nice little pocket to throw it on the run and make a very accurate throw and let Justin Benson make a nice play for a long 40-yard completion, 1st and 10. We see Laquan Jackson hand off to Smith. Smith's got a little room outside. No, he gets wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Smith, the diminutive running back. I mean, he's listed at 5'8", but yeah, that might be a slight exaggeration. But
slight, yeah.
What he lacks in height, he
makes up in quickness and speed, agility.
Very patient runner, waits for those hills to develop.
That's
Reminds
right.
me a little bit of former Steelers running back Le'Veon Bell. Maybe not Jerome Bettis, but maybe Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, very patient, waits for things to develop. That's time outside the right tackle.
And we got 2nd down, 12 to go here. That pass is tipped, but still hot.
Wow.
Luke Lovano, heads up play.
Again, that concentration by Lovano. He's got really good hands.
Yeah,
You see that time and time again out of Luke.
He might not have the gaudy statistics as Justin Benson on the season, but he's very reliable. As you had mentioned earlier, he came up with that huge catch to nearly tie up that game against Damien a couple weeks ago in double overtime.
Yeah, it brought hope back to Upland. If it wasn't for that field goal, he would have been a superhero.
All right, here we got 3rd and 12 to go for Upland. Jackson's back, a lot of pressure.
Gets the pass off
to number 3.
I'm not sure he intended to throw it to him, but
Tristan Castro was wrapped up immediately. A little bit of shoving going on. These high school kids, they get a little chippy, as do players in all levels of football, but a little risky there when you have them at 4th and 12 to get involved in a little shoving match there on the Chino. That's an automatic 1st down if the referee decides to throw a flag, but luckily for the Chino Hills Husky, they got away with it.
Laquan seems to be maturing as a quarterback as the season goes on. He checked down his receivers from right to left on that one, but there was nothing there, and he was under a lot of pressure, so he had to give away quick. In that short amount of time, he was able to scan through 3 receivers, looking from right to left.
Laquan's back, shocking. He's got Justin Benson just off his hands. He missed him. That was the right decision by Laquan Jackson. Very impressive. He made the right choice. He just missed his target by a foot or so. The play developed. He was patient. Justin Benson made a nice little break, got behind the safety, had a little lane, a perfect ball. Could have been a touchdown there. Laquan Jackson just missed his open receiver, but I like what I saw there. At times in those situations, you'll see him rely a little bit too heavily on his athleticism, and that'll work out sometimes. But there, he sat back, let the play develop, almost delivered a perfect touchdown strike. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way. And back on the field is junior quarterback Alex Medine. He gets the ball right here. He's got a number 11 open for a touchdown. Receiver makes the player miss. Number 11 still on his feet for a gain of 9 yards to begin this drive for the Huskies.
That's Daniel Terabay on the reception. Another quick pass to the flat, runs to the left, and you might see a lot of that from Chino Hills today.
Watch out for number 6 on the offense for Chino Hills, Cameron Bateman. As I mentioned earlier, he's close to 1,000 yards rushing on the season. By far, Medine's number 1 target here. He's lined up as a slot receiver here. And Medine.
And he gets it to him. Wrapped up right away, though, by Morgan.
Way to respond, Brody Morgan. As I was just building up all the hype for Cameron Bateman, Brody Morgan decided to take matters into his own hands and wrapped him up for a minimal gain. Actually, I think he took him back a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Let's see if the Upland High School Scots got a big play in them. I've seen them pressure the quarterback a lot recently. The defense has really been standing out. Medine gets the ball, hands it off to his running back, number 10. And there's a flag on the field, but Upland did wrap up running back Jacob Jimenez on that play. Ochin made that tackle. And this holding against Chino Hills offense. And the Huskies will decline that penalty. And Ochin, number 44, defensive tackle, Ochin wrapped him up and took him back for maybe a loss of a couple inches. Definitely no forward progression on that. It's going to be 4th and 2. And Chino Hill's going to be bringing back their punt team on 4th and 2. Number 9, Kalen Farrell, the punter, is going to be back at about his 25-yard line, punting to number 7, Luke Lovano, I believe. Number 4, my mistake. That's Osric Randolph. Randolph is not going to have a play on that. It's going to bounce inside the 20, just at about the 15-yard lines. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Scots on their own 15-yard line.
So it's a very good kick by Chino Hills that puts Upland in very poor field position.
That was quite an impressive punt. Not only did he get a good boot on it and send it a good 50 yards in the air, but he angled that and it bounced inside the 20, bounced right out of bounds, right at the 15-yard line. Ideal position for this Chino Hills High School defense. So up for the third drive comes this Upland High School offense led by Laquan Jackson. Got a lot of field to work with here. Backed up at the 15-yard line. It looks like he's in a 5-wide receiver set. No running back to his side. Nope, my mistake. He's got a running back to his right. Cameron Smith out there, but he goes to number 3. Tristan Castro. Castro's got the catch. That's going to be a first down. Good.
Tristan Castro.
Good start to this drive. 12-yard gain right off the bat. I like that read from young Laquan Jackson. We're seeing this quarterback mature before our very own eyes. A couple weeks ago, he was not making that pass. He's trusting his arm, trusting his instincts, and the results are shown on the field here.
Yeah, last time was majority leg, but there's been a few games between the Damien game and now. They've had an impressive game against Etiwanda last week.
Looks like a running formation here. We got Tuiasa Panoa Ho-Ching there as a tight end, and he makes a nice play.
Oh, right. In the seam, he gets past the 40-yard line. I'm not sure where they're going to mark it. It looks like they had forward progress. Puts them at the 44.
And who caught that ball? I can't. He's got 6 Chino Hills Huskies wrapped around him. I can't tell, but that was another impressive throw for number 7, Luke Lovano again. Always reliable, always just seems to find those little pockets on the field and get himself open and make things easy for his quarterback.
He's clutch.
That's 2 impressive plays to begin this drive there at the 40-yard line. And Jackson again has another open receiver. Number 33.
And steps out of bounds at around the 31-yard line.
Cedric Dubé on that. Good job, Cedric Dubé, getting in the field, making an immediate impact. Listed as a fullback, Dubé stands at 5'11".
Actually, it's at the 36-yard line.
And we got Laquan Jackson, impressive 3 of 3 to begin this third drive. Upland known for their propensity to rush.
Looks like a bunch of guys jumped.
A lot of movement up there. See, this is could be going against Upland. It looked like half their offensive line jumped on that one.
Yeah, they must have thought the count was something else because the whole left side of the line just went way before the snap. As Laquan went under center.
Yeah,
sometimes they'll say, we're going to go on 1 or go on set or go on 2, and it looks like they just decided to go on set.
So that's going to make it 2nd and 7 as opposed to 2nd and 2 here for Laquan Jackson. He hands it off to Smith. Smith's got a little hole. Nice little run of about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Nice 2nd down run for Spank Smith there. Yeah, number 22.
So they're going to line up quick, a hurry-up offense. Laquan's going to take it himself, and it looked like he might just have gotten to the 35. I don't think he got the first down there.
It's going to be very close.
Oh, they're going to mark it behind the 35. Not a favorable spot there.
Not at all. I thought he could. I thought he rolled.
Thought he got at least a yard more.
I'm guessing another quarterback run here, given that Laquan Smith is one of the bigger players on the field and he's very athletic. And it
caused him to jump. They're trying to. Chino's trying to say that there was movement up front.
Yeah, it looked all Chino Hills to me. Let's see what the referee's decision is here. See if the home home field advantage kicks in here. Oh, that's going against Upland. I just wasn't seeing that, James. Where was the movement? Very, very close there on that call. Instead of 4th and inches, that's going to be 4th and 5 for Upland here. And Upland opts against going for it here with that penalty, and they're going to be punting away once again. Brody Morgan, the linebacker slash punter, is punting, and Chino Hills has nobody back to receive this punt. And
that's one very physical punter. He's all over the field, making very aggressive tackles, and as the rest of the defense spoke to Rashawn Scott, the defensive coordinator earlier today, and he was talking about how impressive this unit is in their physicality, their fundamentals, and their IQ. Not just football IQ, but their academic IQ combined. They're beyond a 3.5 average, and majority of the seniors are even, or majority of the players are even 4.0 and higher.
And back on the field, Alex Medine immediately hands off to his
Hochin.
number 10.
He immediately wraps him up in the backfield. I don't even think he took a step before Hochin was able to wrap him up.
Panua Hochin made a nice, impressive tackle to start off this drive. It's going to be 2nd down and long for the Huskies here. That loss of 3 yards, I should say. That running back there for the Huskies was number 10, Jacob Jimenez, the junior. So it's going to be 2nd down and 12 for the Huskies here as Alex Medine lines up in a shotgun formation with Jimenez at his side. There's a blitz from the Upland, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. 3rd down and long once again. This Upland defense has been very impressive once again. I mentioned it earlier. They forced three turnovers last week, couple interceptions and a fumble, two defensive touchdowns versus the Etiwanda Eagles. And though they haven't caused any turnovers here tonight, their defense has been on point. No penalties, creating 3rd and long on each of these first 3 drives for the Huskies, making things difficult for their talented quarterback. And we got another shotgun formation with Jimenez at Medine's side. Little motion for number 1, Luke Lopez in the slot. Medine gets the pass on 3rd and 12 here. Throws it out to number 1. That could be picked. It's tipped. Another tip pass for the Scots defense. Very impressive.
Very dangerous when it pops up like that. This defense practices getting turnovers in unconventional ways. In fact, Rashawn Scott calls it unconventional engineering, or uncommon engineering, where they're practicing, stuff that others aren't practicing all the time, getting an advantage, doing stuff like spending a day just batting balls out at different speeds.
And number 7, Luke Lavueno, is back to receive the punt, catches the ball at the 30-yard line. He's got a little bit of traffic.
Makes a reverse.
This gets wrapped up just past the 30-yard line. He's going to be at about the 34-yard line to begin this drive. And that'll take us to the end of this first quarter, James. It's a scoreless ball game. It's been a defensive battle early on. I talked up both offenses. I talked up Husky quarterback Adam Medine previous to this game, and I talked up the impressive running attack for the Upland High School football team.
And it turns out to be the defense.
Absolutely. Defense is a story early on. See what adjustments head coach Daryl Thomas makes to get some more offense going. He's had quite a bit of success early on throwing the ball as opposed to rushing the ball. Quan Jackson's been very impressive. If it wasn't for a couple penalties, their previous drive was looking very good as the Quan was marching right down the field. The first 3 plays of that last drive, there's three straight completions. The first one going for about 30-plus yards, and a couple more there deep inside Chino Hills territory, and a couple offside penalties really thwarted what looked like a very promising drive. Well, now the Upland High School, they're going to flip-flop sides. They're going to be heading west to east now, trying to drive the ball into the end zone for the first score of the game here. See if Laquan Jackson's going to continue throwing the ball. We got Jerome Spank Smith in the backfield along with number 33, their fullback, who already caught a ball earlier. And Laquan Smith waiting for the snap here in a pistol formation, hands off to Smith. Smith's got a little bit of rushing room. Smith's actually...
He's getting that tush push all the way past the 40.
Got what looked to be a minimal game. He might have gotten 4 or 5 yards on that carry.
Not literally a tush push, but it seemed like the team was behind him, pushing him forward, and was able to get him to the 40.
Saw fullback number 35, Vanden Landeros, making an impressive little late push, you could say, to get the Scots a few more yards on that run. And we got Jackson looking into head coach Daryl Thomas for the play call here as second quarter is just underway. Scoreless ball game here on a chilly November night.
I formation here.
Another handoff to Smith. Smith makes a man miss. That's a first down. 12-yard run. Very impressive for Smith. They're going to be down at the 50-yard line. Another impressive start for the Upland High School football team here with their drive.
Now that's just straight fundamentals. Going to an I formation, fullback blocks a linebacker, and then a running back comes through. Big hole, and you keep doing that, and you'll score some points.
Here we go, 1st and 10, shotgun formation, Spank Smith out. Nice little block for the 5'7" running back, enabled Laquan Smith to make a nice 7 or 8 yard completion to number 13, Justin Benson.
Benson really had to get down low for that one. It was kind of thrown around his knees, but he was able to get that. Had good ball awareness and good hands.
Yeah.
Keep that ball from getting to the ground.
Very reliable receiver, but credit to running back Jerome Spank Smith for picking up that block coming over the edge from that defensive end. And just like that, Smith gets the handoff, and he's got himself another first down.
Yeah, hits the hole hard coming off the left between the tackle and guard on the left side. Gets across the 40-yard line, and they're going to mark it at the 39.
Been very impressed with Smith thus far. At times, he'll be patient and let that play develop. But when he sees a hole open up quickly, he immediately attacks it, and he's been very effective so far, as is the Upland offense as a whole. It's just a couple penalties really kind of did him over on that last drive, but here again they are, just moving the ball methodically with the run and a little bit of pass mixed in on this one. And we got it's a first down. Smith picked up another first down on that last run. Jackson back to pass, has a little bit of pressure in the pocket. He gets the pass off. That is dangerous. Out of bounds. Jackson was able to get that out of bounds. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
I think earlier in the season he would have probably panicked and tried to run for it, and there wisely gets it out of bounds.
Yeah, when the protection's not there, he's athletic enough and
get out.
Yeah, and just minimize the damage. And we see a lot of young quarterbacks at that stage when they got a couple guys coming off the edges there, because Chino Hills does have some good defensive linemen. Haven't gotten to mention number 7 senior defensive end Connor Dakovich. He's got 46 tackles and 13 sacks on the season.
Oh.
And number 7 was all over that play right there, and there's false start on this play right here.
That's a pretty tall D line there as well.
Upland once again shooting themselves in the foot here. That incomplete pass and another false start. That's going to make it 2nd down and 15. They got to clean that up if they want to.
Yeah, that game against Damien, that was a crippling aspect of their game, was the penalties.
And at the most inopportune times, to kill momentum. Kind of what we're seeing here early on in these early stages of the game. I mean, they're doing great. They have a good flow, mixing in the pass and the run, and then the penalties just kind of get them out of whack. So there's more
got a rush by 42.
But you see the athleticism of Jackson. He broke a nice little run to pick up a lot of that penalty.
Makes you think twice about rushing them.
Absolutely. That ended up turning out to be about a 10 to 12-yard gain. That's going to be 3rd down and short.
Yeah, his spontaneity and his instincts are very good. He has a wide open field. His vision it allows him to see a lot more of the field.
And
than a lot of athletes.
We saw number 42 on the Husky defense, Joshua Bear Baker, the senior linebacker. He got right in the face of Jackson. Jackson able to shake him off and pick up that 10 yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and 7 here. Jackson gets that pass off to Smith. Smith makes a man miss. And Smith takes a nice little hit. And
gains about 4 yards on that play.
Yeah, number 40 for the Husky defense, linebacker Andrew Baldamino put a nice hit on Smith, and Jackson looks like he's going to be going for it. Looking now to head coach Daryl Thomas to check in on the play call. Looks like they're going to change things up at the line of scrimmage. We see Spank Smith lined up in a shotgun formation to Jackson's left. It's 4th down and 4 here. Won't be surprised to see Jackson use his legs here if he doesn't see anything downfield. And that's exactly, no, he has somebody downfield. That's number 4, Osric. Osric Randolph found a seam in the defense, and Laquan Jackson with this impressive, much improved downfield vision, sees it immediately, sees the safety bite on that little pump fake, and then delivers a perfect strike for a huge pass and a 1st down inside the 20-yard line. Mark that, inside the 10-yard possibly. It's 1st down and 10.
Osric is one of those high-achieving defensive players that I mentioned earlier. The play is getting wrapped up on the right. But he's Osric Randolph. I think he has a GPA of something like 4.5. And he's looking at some Ivy League schools.
Very impressive student, very impressive football player. I mean, we saw him on that impressive catch, impressive route running, but he's also got 40 tackles and 3 interceptions on the season as well, so he can do a little bit of everything here for the Scots. And we got 2nd down. We see Laquan Jackson running to his left.
I see it opening. He's gonna try to get it.
Had somebody in the very corner of the end zone, but
it looked like he had an opening until linebacker number 40 started bouncing to the outside, and that kept him in check. He had to throw that one away.
It's gonna be 3rd down and 9 for Upland here. Yeah, he had a little bit of field to work with there, but that Husky defense really collapsed on him quickly. So we're going to have 3rd down and 9. And Jackson's been very impressive. We saw it last 3rd and long. He's finding his receivers open in the middle of the field. Although on that last play he was run to the sideline, but
at the very least, barring a penalty or turnover, this could be at least a 3-point.
Jackson's dancing around, feels a little pressure. He's going to be wrapped up.
So this is going to be a 3-point opportunity.
And this is right in that field goal range for young Taylor Hodeker. Number 47 here.
That's my old college number.
Jackson Hodeker. Brody Morgan on the hold for Jackson Hodeker. He's got a nice 30-yard field attempt here. He's converted all 4 of his field goal attempts this season. And that kick is good. The Upland Scots take the early lead with 6 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. We got a score of Upland 3, the Chino High School Huskies 0. Very impressive drive for the entire offense there. Perhaps the most was one of the better throws I've seen from Laquan Jackson on that 3rd down and 11, and where he found Osric Randolph there for that 20-yard completion to set up that field goal. I'm seeing an improvement game by game from Laquan Jackson, and he's only a sophomore. He's only going to get better from here. So Upland is in a very good situation at the quarterback position here for the next couple seasons.
Staying much more disciplined. You're seeing a lot more patience from him, and taking his opportunities when he needs to, running, and making some good passes.
And we're going to have a return here for the Huskies here. Number 2, Jeremiah Sullivan. He's got an opening there. He's got one man to beat.
He gets tripped up, and then Hodeker making the save there.
Jackson Hodeker just saved a touchdown. Way to go, young man. He just saved a touchdown. Number 2 on for the Huskies, Jeremiah Sullivan, had a full head of steam, and he made the entire kickoff return team miss.
That's a great special teams play by Chino Hills, nonetheless.
Only the kicker to beat. Number 2, Salvant was not able to beat number 47 on that play, but they do get the ball at the 50-yard line here. Medine hands it off to Cesar Jimenez. Wrapped up. Another penalty here.
Coming all the way from the other side, number 8, Donovan Brown. He's one of their leading tacklers.
We've seen the Huskies feature number 10, running back Jacob Jimenez quite often. They got a running back by committee going this season. You see a lot of number 10, Jacob Jimenez on the season. Jimenez got 306 yards on 56 carries. He's got 5 touchdowns. They also feature senior running back AJ Quijas. He's got 435 yards on the season and two touchdowns on the ground. Today we've seen a little bit more Jacob Jimenez. And it's going to be first down and 20. That was a penalty against the Huskies here. Jimenez once again in the backfield with quarterback Alex Medine. Shotgun formation. Medine gets the snap. Medine back to pass. Ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like it could have been number 52 on that tip.
Chino Hills is tied with Rancho Cucamonga for second place. Damien, who was getting destroyed by Upland, and then they came back in double overtime to beat them, is now in first place at 4-0 in the Baseline League. Chino Hills second with Rancho at 3-1.
This should be second down and 20. Scoreboard reads first down. Medine gets the snap. Oh, he's wrapped up. He goes down. Sack behind the line of scrimmage. Number 52 and number 9.
I blinked as he threw it, and I thought he got that throw off, but he tucked it in, and he was wrapped up very fast.
Yeah. Number 52, Oscar Hernandez, and linebacker number 9, Brody Morgan, together on that sack. That's going to be 3rd and 28 for this Scots defense. This defense has been looking more and more impressive as the week's gone on.
Yeah, something I've always been impressed with defense in the past few years is their fundamentals. They wrap up well. They don't let too much get by them. They know where to go. They know what they're doing. They communicate well with each other.
3rd and very long, 3rd and 28 here for Medine and his Husky offense. We got another penalty, another whistle. Not sure what's going on in this one. Maybe an illegal formation of some sort. We'll wait for the referees to explain themselves. Timeout. Timeout. Chino Hills. Head coach Keelan Johnson for the Chino Hills Huskies, using his first timeout here with 5 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the first half. Again, we got a low-scoring affair so far with the Upland High School Scots 3 and the Huskies 0. It's been a defensive battle. We've seen a lot of tip balls, a lot of quarterback pressure from both sides. Sophomore quarterback Laquan Jackson making some impressive throws early on. And
as they go through their practices, and what Rashawn Scott emphasizes of his defense, his philosophy is we get what we emphasize and we become what we tolerate. So he just wants to make sure that they focus on what they need to do and not tolerate mistakes.
Look for Medine to target number 6, Cameron Bateman. And he does not go that way. He goes to number 9, Caleb Farrell on that play. Looked like a little face mask. But that's not going to be well short of the first down regardless. Obvious punting situation for the Huskies once again. 5 possessions and 5 punts for the Huskies offense.
Although that play didn't amount to much, it just showed Medine's confidence in his offense and how connected he is with his receivers. He wasn't even looking at him, and he just knew that Caleb Farrell was right there on his left. He just tossed it for 5 yards, and you know, that kind of confidence can benefit later on in the game.
And Luke Lovano back again to receive a punt. Oh, Upland almost blocked that. Luke Lovano isn't going to have a chance to get this one. This is going to be bouncing inside the 15.
Long bounce.
Yeah, very, very fortunate Husky bounce there. That bounced good.
Another punt
yards.
Inside the 20.
A star for the game for Chino Hills so far has definitely been their punter, number 9. He's routinely getting the ball inside the 15. We saw him get one inside the 10 a couple possessions ago. Very impressive for a high school punter.
Yeah.
Although punts don't make the highlight reel on ESPN, but they're very important over the course of a football game, especially a defensive battle when you're essentially battling for field position.
You better believe when recruiters are going out looking for players, and the punters is going to be one of them. And they'll fill position.
Punters don't necessarily take home the prom queen, but if you want to be a good, successful football team, you have to have a good punter. Pass incomplete to start this drive at the 15-yard line for Laquan Jackson. I think that was off of the hands of Justin Benson. A little wide. Luckily, there's no defenders in the vicinity to make a play on that one.
A college recruiter is going to see a ton of great receivers. They're not going to see a whole lot of great punters. And so when they see a punter like that one, you know, he's going to get picked up pretty quickly.
Not many kids, dream about hunting for the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. So it's just something you have to realize you're good at, and something you just have to continue to improve upon. And here we got a little pressure, but Laquan's able to. Oh, he throws an interception. It's off the hands of Benson. Number 25 is going to take this to the house unless somebody stops him here. He might be down at the 1. Let's see what the referee calls it. He calls it a touchdown.
And he calls it a touchdown.
Number 25 for the Huskies. Safety Ty Roberts, the 6-foot senior, gets that deflection off the hands of Justin Benson. And just like that, sweet lady momentum goes in favor of the Chino High School Husky football team. And that was a backbreaker. I mean, to what we were alluding to just now, and that's the importance of punting field position. It creates more pressure for the offense. The quarterback tends to rush a little bit more inside their 10-yard line, and crazy things happen on deflections. The Huskies able to take full advantage of that one, and they are on the board, and they take their first lead of the game. We got a 7-3 Chino High School football lead.
Yeah, on that play there, the receiver just got a hand on the ball, but it popped up. And, defenses are trained to pounce on that. They pick up that ball and they'll run the other direction. And that time, I mean, he had a full head of steam and was able to get onto that left side with a lot of scattered players. It looked like he was getting, might have it was close. It looked like he might have got tackled right before the yard line, but it looked like he rolled over and broke the plane.
Yeah, that just went off Benson's fingers, and good read on it. It wasn't right to him. I saw him. He made a nice break to the ball, created an angle, had a full head of steam, able to crash through the goal line there and get the ball, tip of the ball just inside the goal line for the touchdown. And here we got a kickoff. This one's going to be received. At the 15-yard line. Luke Lovano's got a hole there.
And on the other side, gets all the way to the 41-yard line. And now we've got field position on the other side for Upland.
What a kickoff return for Luke
Lovano.
Way to turn the momentum in their favor. As you throw a pick six, you're a little deflating there, but another big special teams play just gets that momentum going back in your way. So let's see if Laquan Jackson and this Upland offense can take full advantage of that and get some points back on the scoreboard here in the second quarter. See Laquan Jackson out there once again with his battery mate, Spank Smith. 1st and 10 here on the 44-yard line, we'll call it. Huskies showing blitz, a little bit of pressure with Quan Jackson in the pocket. There's a ball. He's got a man. That's a completion inside the 10-yard line. What a throw. What a response.
Huge pass.
The number 3.
To Tristan Castro.
Tristan Castro with the route. And then Laquan Jackson delivers an absolute dime. He could not have thrown a better ball. That was picturesque. That looked like an NFL caliber throw. Way to respond, Upland.
Yeah, after the touchdown, it's a way to kill the momentum. Make sure that you do what you need to do and just stay with your football.
Luke Lovano with a special teams play with his nice little 50-yard return sets up that nice throw and catch for the Upland offense. And here we are inside the 10-yard line, looking in very favorable position for the Scots. Timeout on the field. See head coach Daryl Thomas talking with his offense. Kind of draw something up. Been a pretty eventful last couple of plays here for both teams. Had a interception return for a touchdown, a near kickoff return for a touchdown, and a near touchdown reception. 3 consecutive plays. 4 minutes and 16 seconds here to go in the second quarter, just before halftime. Upland's got plenty of time, try to get the lead back.
So this is the last game of the season. We'll see what happens with playoff. A lot could determine that right now with the way the records are.
Yeah, it's very close up there. I know Damien's got a slight lead over Chino Hills, so Upland's trying to play spoiler here in the last game of the year. 1st and 10 inside the 10-yard. It's going to be 1st and goal, I should say.
He's going to keep it, try to go right, then left, and then back to the right, and he gets wrapped up about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, he got a couple yards there, not a lot to work with, but Quan Jackson uses his elusiveness and big body to pick up a couple yards there, get a little bit closer to the end zone.
They'll spot that on the 5-yard line. And Laquan checking for the play.
2nd down from the 5-yard line.
He's going to go from shotgun.
Jackson is all alone. Jackson has a little pressure. He got Benson
That was
on the
intended
flat.
for Benson.
Little wide, just off the fingertips, incomplete. 3rd and goal here at the 5-yard line for Upland. Seen this a lot so far. Upland will get inside 15, 10-yard line, but they're having a little bit of difficulty just punching it in once they're in this position. They're in field goal range, so you don't want to turn the ball over, obviously. Jackson gets the snap, has a little pressure. He has somebody. Incomplete pass.
Tipped and dangerously under Luke Lovino.
Yeah.
It was looked like number 21 on Chino. That would be Dylan Howard almost came up with the pick there.
Looked like Jackson had somebody open, but that pass must have been
got
tipped.
Deflected,
yeah, and it got a little close, a little too close for comfort there. Almost was another interception here. Hodeker here to try his 2nd field goal attempt of the night.
Try to make it close. It would be a 6-7 if he makes it.
That kick looks up, and that splits the uprights.
All right, so it's a 1-point game here at 3 minutes 26 in the second quarter.
You saw Jackson get that drive started off with that long pass to Luke Lovano, and then unfortunately unable to punch it through for the touchdown, but luckily the Upland was able to salvage another 3 points.
Since that heartbreaking loss against Damien, 34-33, they've beat Ayala. Upland has beat Ayala 31-28 and Etiwanda 28-14. So that puts them in a little better position. Like if there's a lot of things that have to happen here with the rest of their schedule, or the possibility of getting to a playoff for Upland.
Hodeker kicking off for the Upland Scots. He gets the kickoff. It's going to be received at the 20-yard line by the Huskies. Number 5's got a hole there. Might be Hodeker again to take him down, and Hodeker once again with another special teams tackle. There's kickers everywhere. He's got 2 field goals, 2 tackles. This is the Jackson Hodeker highlight reel. Might want to put him in on defense. He's not afraid to go head to head with some of these Husky players. In fact, it looks like he's looking for the action. But as impressive as the kicker's tackling is, Upland's got to clean up their special teams. That's multiple long kickoff returns for the Huskies here, and they're once again inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it's not that many yards for them to get to field goal position, and Jimenez is able to get
might be picking up that
maybe
first down.
maybe a yard short of the first down. So Upland is 2-2 in the baseline league. So if both Rancho and Chino Hills lost, then that would put them in a 3-way tie. However, Rancho's playing Damien right now, and if Rancho wins, they would be tied. Damien and Rancho would be tied at 4-1, and if Rancho beat Damien, that would put them in first place.
Adam Medine out to Cameron. Cameron Bateman picks up that first down, and there's a flag on the field. Flag almost hits the player. And that referee hucked that flag about 30 yards in the air. That thing came flying out of the sky. This referee doesn't mess around. Check out that flag. Look how close it gets to the running back, Jimenez, on that.
He might have been a former quarterback.
Yeah, trying to show off.
Yeah.
All right, we have a
getting excited.
Going the Upland High School Scots way here.
Yeah.
It's going to move the Huskies back. And that's going to be coming back quite a few yards. Holding call. It's going to make that 2nd and 12. Moves them back 10 yards. 2nd and long here for the Huskies and quarterback Alex Medine. Medine hands it off. No play action to Jimenez off the hands of number 9. Caleb Farrell unable to hold on to that. That would have been a nice little completion to put him up at a nice 3rd and short, but good job for the Upland number 20 there. Nick Bester, another talented defensive player, got his hands in there, made the catch difficult for the Husky receiver. And it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, that comes into his chest. He needs to get that ball and make that first down. You can't let that slide through like that.
Number 3, Alex Medine. Familiar territory tonight, 3rd and long. And we got probably a timeout for Chino Hills. Head coach Keelan Johnson calling his 2nd timeout of the night. We're going to talk this one over with his offense. Saw something with the defense he wasn't a big fan of. Reset. It's a pretty important down. They're definitely not in field goal territory. They might be in that 4th down territory where they're too close to punt, too far to kick a field goal. So if it's 4th down and 8, 4th down and 6, I see a lot of these high school offenses just tend to go for it. But as impressive as the Chino Hills punter is, I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to pin it deep into Upland territory with a punt if they don't convert here. 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go here in the half as Chino Hills and the quarterback, Alex Medine, take the field here for 3rd down and 12. Another look at it. We got running back Jacob Jimenez in the backfield to Medine's left. 3 wide receivers. Watch out for number 6. He's the leading receiver, Cameron Bateman. Seen him, he's on the right there. Looks like Medine's looking left though. He's got number 9.
Another drop ball. Again, that's
Caleb Farrell.
That's the 2nd ball Caleb Farrell should have had that drops.
Let's look at the replay. Yeah, that hits him right in the chest. And Caleb Farrell must have been looking downfield. And then we see Constantine Bascarin almost take that right out of Farrell's hands and take that one to the end zone. There's nobody inside. Huge break for the Huskies, and that didn't go the other way. And Chino Hills is going to be punting this one away. Been very impressive with their punter thus far. Number 9, Caleb Farrell, who just, nice little pooch punt. All right, give this kid a scholarship right now.
Yeah, I mean, he gets it to the 5. That is extraordinary ball control.
After he drops a easy first down pass, he comes back and has one of the more impressive pooch punts I've seen in recent memory. As we were talking earlier, I mean, who practices pooch punts? What high school takes time out of their social life? With all the things for teenagers to do these days, and this kid goes to the park and practices pooch punts for. I mean, nobody could just do that so effortless. It look like he's been doing that for 20 years.
Perhaps this is an aspiration for him, be a punter. There's worse things you can be.
Coolest punter I've ever seen. Here we go. Difficult situation for the Upland offense here. Hand off to Smith. Smith has it.
Wow, taking advantage of that.
One man to beat, number 29. Can he get him? Smith is still on
Smith is
the
getting
40.
And he gets all the way to the 45-yard line, to the 35-yard line.
What an amazing run to start this drive off for Spank Smith. Credit to number 29, defensive back Azari Warren for saving
it was a foot
touchdown.
Race. 29 had some speed there, was able to catch Smith. But what a huge run.
Head coach Joe Thomas calling a timeout. Give his running back a break after that one. I think the entire stadium thought he was taking that one to the house, but number 29 on Chino Hills, Azari Warren, saves a touchdown by catching up to Smith. He had a bit of an angle, so he utilized that angle. Caught him just in the nick of time there at we'll call that the 35-yard line. And Daryl Thomas calls his first time out here with 1:49 to go. Seen a lot of big plays here. Let's see if.
Yeah, the 6-foot Warren just has massive speed to catch up to Spank Smith. And
some track speed right there.
Yeah, on a run like that, it would be typically hard to catch anybody.
Well, Smith following up last week's impressive performance quite well tonight. He had 163 yards rushing last week. He's well on his way again tonight. Here we got Jackson under pressure. Another interception. Number 25 for Chino Hills. Ty Roberts once again with a back-breaking interception.
Wow.
He just didn't see the safety. The safety jumped the route. Looked like Jackson had his favorite target open over the middle right there, and Ty Warren once again jumped it. Makes a very timely and unfortunate interception for the Upland Scots, but Chino Hills has 1:43 to go, and they got about 70 yards to go. So Upland's defense is going to have to step up once again. We got 4 wide receivers, trips left. Number 11, Daniel Treberry in motion, and we see Medine under pressure. Medine sees somebody. He's got number 11. That's going to be a first down. Daniel Treberry with the 10-yard gain should be 1st and 10 here for the Huskies. Impressive rollout there for Alex Medine there. Yeah, felt a little pressure there.
Oh, yeah, and steps up in the gap. Sees Treberry on his left side right before he gets out of bounds.
Very composed under pressure is Medine. He hasn't had the success early on against this tough and formidable Upland defense, but he's a couple plays, he knows it's not there, but he's able to extend the play there and get the first down, and Medine back again. And shotgun gets a pass off too high for Cameron Bateman, his favorite target. Not really having it tonight, though.
Yeah, both defenses doing so well.
Yeah,
covering their players. Deshaun has Rashawn Scott has a lot of faith in his players. He knows they're going to play aggressive to the ball, and they have a lot of different packages on defense. They play a base 3-4, but they can do anything on defense. They've got all these different packages: cover 2, cover 3, nickel and dime.
We got
very versatile defense.
2nd and 10 here with 1:27 to go. Hand off to AJ Quijas, the senior running back. That's good. Seeing a lot more Jacob Jimenez tonight at the running back position for the Huskies, but AJ Quijas is actually their leading rusher. And he picks up a few yards there to make it 3rd down and 6. Just a gain of 4 yards for the Huskies. Inside a minute to go here. Medine gets the snap. Medine back. No pressure. Had a clean pocket, but Medine's going down for the sack. Once again, that Upland Scots defense standing tall, coming up clutch, and forcing yet another punt.
Tuisa Punaoa poaching.
And we got Tuisa Punaoa Hochin once again on the pressure, gets that sack. Another punt forced by that Upland High School defense. And looks like the clock has stopped. And Upland wants to give themselves an opportunity to get some more points off before halftime here.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be able to get towards this end of the field with their punter.
Yeah, number 9, Caleb Farrell, the star of the game. Maybe Upland tries to block a punt here. Don't let Farrell beat him once again. He's been pinning them back deep into their own territory routinely tonight. No pooch punt here though. We got Luke Levino back to return the punt here against the formidable Caleb Farrell. And Farrell boots another one. This is going to bounce once again. Another great bounce. All right, give this kid an NFL contract. Another punt inside the 20.
Leveno has to get clear away from it, and that ball is going to be on the 13.
Where do they find these punters?
Chino Hills, apparently.
So, Laquan Jackson's only going to have 39 seconds here. You're going to want to be careful here. Don't want to throw an interception in this part of the field. You don't want to throw an interception anywhere, but with 39 seconds to go, you do not want to give Chino Hills any opportunity to score here before the half. It's only a 1-point game. Upland's got a lot working on offense, got to clean up some penalties, got to reduce those turnovers. So we'll see what head coach Daryl Thomas decides to do here.
Conventional wisdom would say you'd run the ball here.
Especially considering that Smith almost broke a 80-yard touchdown his last attempt.
Yeah.
So see if that
Not
can
too
happen.
shabby.
And on cue, Smith gets a handoff. There's a flag. A lot of laundry
That's
tonight.
usually indicative of false start. Oh,
That's an offsides penalty against
another
Chino
one.
Hills. So that'll move.
Offsides on defense isn't very common. We've seen a couple here already for Chino.
We'll move up a little bit closer. 1st and 5. We'll probably see another handoff here. And sure enough, handoff goes to Spank
Between
Smith.
guard and tackle on the right side, but that wasn't fooling anybody.
That's going to be 2nd down. Timeout Upland.
Both defenses have good fundamentals, and they know how to get into the hole, make sure that they're getting off their blocks, making tackles, and not allowing the teams to get too many yards. And a couple occasions have punished, Chino has punished any mistakes Upland has made and resulted in 2 turnovers.
We got 28 seconds. We'll say 28.9 seconds to go here. I don't see Upland throwing the ball at this part of the field, and I think Coach Daryl Thomas just wants to see him get lucky and find a good hole for Smith to take one to the house. Might as well try it. He's been running the ball effectively all night, so he let these athletes give him an opportunity. And at the high school level, it's a little more unpredictable. Some crazy things happen as opposed to the NFL where you have 320-pound defensive linemen that can stuff up just about any run. So
at the very least, they need to probably get to a 1st down so they can.
Laquan's going to run it. Laquan strapped up
Will he get the first down? They want to run that clock out.
Yeah, at this point, you might want to just call it a half. Clock is winding. We're at 15 seconds, 14. There's no timeout called yet, no signal. They might just be running this bad boy out, kick it into the half. 5 seconds to go. Players walking off the field. It's going to be
that's going to do it.
7-6 Chino Hill.
Sponsored by Legends Burgers, Vac and So, Veronica Gross Realty, and Upland Barbershop.
Best barbershop in all of Upland.
There's lots of them.
There are lots of them, but
nothing better than Upland Barbershop.
That's where I get all of my haircuts. That's where I get my shaves. The service is outstanding, and I cannot recommend them any more highly. If you are in need of any sort of haircut, there's no better place to go than Upland Barbershop. Get a high fade, get a perm.
You with the perm would be something to see.
It's coming back. A lot of these students at Upland High School. I mean, you see a lot of these young students. They're going with the perm now. It was popular in the 70s, and
I remember the 80s with the Jerry curl. Gel it up and let the curls hang.
If that's something anybody wants to do, Upland Barbershop will do it. They will do it better than anyone else in the entire area. So that's my
7-6 Chino Hills over Upland. We'll see you in the second half.
Are you struggling with math or science? Do you sometimes get stuck on a homework problem and wish you can get help right away? Well, Harvey Mudd's homework hotline is what you need. Any students 4th through 12th is eligible. Just call 1-877-8-ASK-HMC. Once again, that's area code 877-827-5462 to receive immediate assistance with any math or science assignment or project. These expert college tutors are available in the evening Monday through Thursday from 6 to 9 for free. Yes, this service is completely free. You can get help with just one problem or get an entire tutoring session. It's up to you. Homework Online tutors are comprehensively trained in all local districts' math and science curriculum. And they have copies of all your math and science textbooks too. So getting all the help you need is just a quick phone call away. Don't hesitate. Call today and get help with your math and science homework.
Also, let's have a hand for the Upland Pipe Band. about a round of applause for the Upland Highland Regiment of today and the Upland Highland Regiment of tomorrow from Pioneer Junior High and Upland Junior High. Thank you for coming out for Junior High night. And thank you for your support of the Upland Highland Regiment this season.
Okay. Now I have to wait for you guys to get off the field. Pablo. There's only 8 this time, so thank you very much. Okay, where's Pablo? We ready? And now we will have part 2 of our senior night, our senior cheerleaders. First we have Avery Lopez, escorted by her dad, Vincent Lopez, and her mom, Rosie Minikoff, and her siblings and grandparents. Next we have Emily Teixeira, escorted by her mother, Angela, and her father, Rick Teixeira. Next we have Gracie Pacetta, escorted by her mom, Marisol Pacetta, and her dad, Adam Baker. Next we have Jalen Miller, escorted by her parents, Elizabeth, and her father, James Miller. Next we have Jesilyn Vasquez, escorted by her mom, Jennifer Vasquez, and her dad, Jaime Hayard. Next we have Natalia Luna, escorted by her mother, Elizabeth Luna, and her sisters. Next we have Samaya Milliner, escorted by her mom, Ann Milliner, and her cousin, Woody Juno Baptiste. And finally, we have our last senior cheerleader, Sophia Abich, escorted by her parents, Michelle and Jorge Abich. Congratulations, seniors.
Oh yeah? Have you watched Haya yet, Nico?
Hey, you wanna go get dinner?
Yeah, sure.
What do you want?
You pick.
Oh, but I picked last time. You should pick.
Oh my god, you pick.
I don't want to pick. I picked last time. I shouldn't have to.
Just pick.
I don't feel like picking tonight. Why can't you?
Oh my god, how about pizza?
Come down to Captain's Grill for a good dinner to fill your bellies. Come on, let's go.
Can I get the...
You want the surf and turf fries?
I think I'll
How about the galley sandwich? We also do breakfast from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back to Upland Highland Stadium. Upland trailing Chino 6-7, second quarter. We're about to start the second half here. We just saw senior night for the cheerleaders here at Upland High School. We had senior night earlier for the football team. You can catch that here on the YouTube station, UTV Studio Production, which is sponsored by Captain's Grill, Legends Burgers, Upland Barbershop, Back and Sew, the Harvey Mudd Homework Hotline, and Veronica Gross Realty.
It's been a defensive battle, James. This entire first half, both defenses have shown up tonight, especially Upland's. The only touchdown scored this game was scored by Chino Hills, and that was on an interception thrown by their quarterback, Laquan Jackson. And that being the only scoring for Chino, it just goes to show you just how impressive this Upland defense has been. They haven't been able to force any turnovers themselves, but they've just been able to force a lot of third and longs, making things very difficult for Chino Hills' talented quarterback, Alex Medine. He really hasn't been able to get much going at all. I mean, throughout the season, he's been putting up pretty gaudy numbers all season long, and this Upland defense has just really neutralized him. You see a lot of pressure. You're forcing him into a lot of rollouts. Upland's getting a lot of pressures over the ends, and the interior linemen are really breaking up those holes. So Chino Hills hasn't really been able to get much of any running game going with either AJ Quiros or just Jacob Jimenez. So Medine's been trying to do it all himself. He's had a couple good throws here and there, but Upland's just holding their ground. Very few penalties on defense. So they've really just been forcing those third and longs. And I mean, if it wasn't for the punting of Chino Hills, I mean, number 9, Caleb Farrell, is just routinely getting them in great field position on these fourth downs. But what it comes down to is obviously Upland having to continue their strong play on defense, but they got to eliminate the penalties on offense, and the turnovers have been backbreaking. So that's really been the difference of the game, the turnovers and the penalties on offense. But other than that, I mean, we got a 1-point game here. The second half is just about to start.
And Rashawn Scott, the defensive coordinator, his goal for this game was to make Chino one-dimensional, cut the run, make sure that they couldn't gain any yards on that, and then, or any significant yards on that, and force them to lot of quick passes here and there, and they knew that would happen. But as long as a defense sticks to their fundamental, they should be all right. And that deflection off of, I think it was Benson.
Yeah, right off of Justin Benson's hand. The pass was a little off. So
yeah, so I mean, but it wasn't like he threw it right to Chino. It was, it went off of his hand, and so it was really their defense, picking up on a ball. Wasn't that big of a mistake. Like, he was under pressure and threw it to the wrong guy.
Yeah, just in Chino Hill's safety, Ty Roberts, I mean, that was the first of his 2 interceptions. And yeah, like you said, it wasn't that bad of a throw by Laquan Jackson. It was just a little off, but just that little misfortune there. And then that, Ty Roberts just made a great read on it and just took it to the house. And that's the difference in the ballgame so far.
Now,
he's getting wrapped up at about the 16-yard line.
30.
A lot better coverage there for that Upland High School kickoff return there. We've seen them give up some pretty sizable returns there, but special teams closed the gaps there, and they wrapped up Cameron Bateman for. He didn't even get up to the 20. They're gonna be starting to drive it about the 17-yard line there for sophomore quarterback sensation. Not sophomore, junior quarterback sensation for Chino Hills, Alex Medine. But he hasn't been very sensational tonight. A lot of pressure from the Upland defensive front. So let's see if head coach Keelan Johnson's making any adjustments for this Husky offense. It's first and 10 here. Running back number 10, Jacob Jimenez, flank to the left. Jimenez is running out to the flats, and that's exactly where Medine goes.
Knocked out by 40.
And that's an incomplete pass. Jacob Jimenez, the running back, unable to hold on to that pass from Medine. Pass broken up by number 40 for the Upland Scots, number 40 being Noah Guerrero.
Currently, Rancho Cucamonga's up on the Damien Spartans, and for playoff hopes for Upland, they really need to, in addition to win this game, need the Cougars to beat the Spartans.
Go Cougs. Second down. Completed to number 11 for the Huskies. That's Daniel Terabay. That's going to be a first down, gain of 14. That's going to be first and 10 at about the 39-yard line here. Nice little out route and nice throw from Alex Medine, the junior quarterback for Chino Hills. He's thrown for just under 2,000 yards on the season. He's thrown 16 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. A very efficient quarterback.
Those are the kind of plays that Chino Hill is accustomed to. Lots of success off of plays like that.
Medine once again, but he hands off to Jimenez. Jimenez wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage there.
Their Upland's defense just making sure they cave whenever they try to run.
Yeah, Debo Brown wrapped him up. That's going to be no gain, maybe a loss of 3 on that. Very impressive, once again, for that defensive front for Upland High School here. It's going to be second down and 13, just at about the 36-yard line here. Once again, another shotgun formation for Medine. Medine, it looks like it's Jacob Jimenez once again to Medine's right. Medine with his 4 receivers, back to pass. No pressure, pass deflected. It's going to be third down and 13. Another third and long for the Scots defense. That was a
very good defensive play by Tristan Castro.
He's very active. You see him some on offense, but he's a very active defensive player there. Good deflection. That ball got up there pretty high, too. That's unfortunate.
It's great timing.
No defenders in the vicinity around, so that could have been some trouble for the Husky offense. But they are in trouble here once again. It's third down and 13, deep in their own territory. Once again, we see Medine, in the shotgun formation. It's Jacob Jimenez once again at his side. Haven't seen much of his running back counterpart, A.J. Quijas, tonight, sending a couple carries, but it's been Jimenez most of the time. Drop back to pass. Medine gets it off to number 2. That's going to be a gain. He's going to be short of the first down. Punting situation. It's going to be fourth and about 5 here, depending on the spot. Whoa, where's that chain gang going? That was not a first down.
Just to
This is
show
a
you the
definite
velocity.
100% mistake here by the referees. The Huskies almost got away with the first down, but the
I was gonna
entire
say-
group caught on right away, and pretty sure the refs hit that.
Just the velocity of
Yeah, I got to get
Alex's arm. He got hit on that throw. His arm got hit, and yet that ball carried right exactly where it needed to go. Still 2 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, we see big number 55 coming in here for this fourth down and about 4 to go. The big number 55 for the Scots, Jordan Jackson. His job's simple. It's to clog the lines. Nothing easy up the middle here on 4th and short here. The scoreboard's not yet updated, but I'm going to call it 4th and 3. And we see a bunch formation here right away from the Huskies, and that looks like they're going up the middle. And you see number 7 going out wide, and there's an offsides here. Upland gave that one away, unfortunately.
Ended up in the neutral zone because his momentum took him forward, and that's gonna give Chino Hills a first down at the 48-yard line.
I just got done complimenting Upland's discipline on the defensive side of the ball, and as you can see, I might have jinxed them, but we'll knock on wood here. And we got a fresh set of downs here for the Huskies. It's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 48-yard line. Handoff to Jimenez. Jimenez has a little hole, and that's going to be a first down run. That's a gain of 11 and a half, maybe 12 for
That might be
junior running
their
back.
best run so far up the middle.
Really haven't seen a lot of successful runs like that from the Husky offense. I can only recollect maybe a couple occasions in which they were really able to gain some considerable yardage on the halfback draw. But Jimenez found a hole, attacked it quickly, and was able to get that easy first down. And Jimenez is still in there, flanked to his quarterback, Medin's left. Medin gets the snap. Medin options to the left. Medin's going to keep it.
He's going to tuck it away. Yeah, that was designed for Alex Medin.
Yeah, about an 8-yard gain, 9-yard gain possibly for Medin. Medin isn't known for his legs, but you can see he's got some athleticism. Medin's run for 144 yards on the season. Has quite a few touchdowns, a lot of quarterback sneaks, but that's one of the longer runs you'll see from Medin. But he is an athletic kid, so you got to be on the lookout for that. Don't fall asleep there with Medin. Given all his throwing prowess, he can beat you with his legs as well. And it's going to be 2nd and short, a handoff to Jimenez. Jimenez has another hole. Jimenez might be going to the house. Jimenez at the 10. Jimenez at the 5. Touchdown, Jimenez. That's going to be a touchdown for the Huskies.
Yeah, we're just talking about the defense shutting down those runs, and then all of a sudden here they go, coming back with a few runs there that were successful, and there's a big hole on the left side. And he's just being patient, letting his blockers do their thing, and found that gap midfield. Took off to the left for the touchdown.
Yeah, looked like for a second there, Jimenez might have got bottled up there at the line of scrimmage, but he found a little room there, and he kind of just one cut, and he found a hole and hit it hard, and he was in the end zone before we even knew it, and that kick is good. It is a 14-6. Chino Hills High School Husky lead.
Yeah, you mentioned Mendenhall earlier. That was very Mendenhall-esque right there, where he just followed the blockers in front of him. And as the line pushed backwards and holes opened up, he was able to hit one of them, and that was the difference.
Yeah, once he had that little opening and he bounced it outside, he was gone. Good acceleration for Jacob Jimenez, who we had mentioned had been bottled up pretty much the entire first half, but we saw him pop off that early run on first down there before that touchdown, and man, it looks like Jacob Jimenez has got a little energy left in the tank after that halftime. So let's see what the Upland High School offense, if they can respond here. And back to return that kickoff is going to be number 7, Luke Lovano, and number 13, Justin Benson. And And kicking off for the Huskies is number 24, Jordan Caroni. Kicks the ball in the air. That's going to be returned by Justin Benson. He's going to have a chance here at the 10-yard line. Benson gets it. He's at the 15. Justin's at the 20. Benson's got a guy to beat here. Breaks it a little to the outside. He's got a hole. Justin Benson makes somebody miss. Benson's all the way to the 43-yard line. Quite an impressive return there. Another impressive return for the Upland High School special teams there. Justin Benson on yet another kickoff return there. It's going to give them some nice field position. Sophomore quarterback Laquan Jackson going to be coming back onto the field here, down by 8 points here with 8 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the third quarter. This production's brought to you by UTV, Upland High School TV. They televise all sorts of things, not just football. So check out their YouTube channel to find out what's happening with Upland High School, whether it's their sports or anything popping on campus. UTV is your place to go. And here is Laquan Jackson's place to go here on 1st and 10 here on his 40-yard line. He hands it off to Jerome Smith. Jerome Smith doesn't have anything. Wrapped up behind the line scrimmage. Maybe it. And number 42 on the tackle for Chino Hills. That would be number 42, Joshua Bear, they call him. Bear Baker. Pretty interesting nickname. The senior linebackers leads the team in tackles. He's got 73 tackles, 3 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles on the season. Quite an impressive player for the Huskies defense. And that's going to be a 2nd down and 9. Referees decided to give Smith a gain of 1 there. Very minimal game, 2nd and 9. They bring the heat, and then Laquan Jackson's got pass complete. He's got it to Smith, 22. And Spank Smith picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 15. Nice play there on 2nd down for the Upland High School Scots. Tackle there made by number 13, Jaden Patoja, the junior safety for the Chino Hills Huskies. But that is going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Upland High School offense here. Nice little play after a minimal run. You saw Laquan Jackson once again utilize his athleticism. It's going to be a 1st down and 10 here at about the 45-yard line. Shotgun formation. Spank Smith to his left. Laquan Jackson gets a snap. Laquan Jackson back to pass. Laquan Jackson. He's got it to Luke Lovano. That was a beautiful pass. That's going to be a 1st down. Did he hold on to it? Referee signals for a catch, and I think there's some laundry on the field. He definitely made the catch on that. My mistake. Number 3, Tristan Castro on the catch. 1st down. Impressive throw, impressive catch there. Waiting for the referee to signal. Looks like there's some sort of discussion. You see both sides of the football waiting for this discussion to end. Not sure what they're talking about, whether it was a penalty. No, I don't see a flag. It could have been spot of the ball, whether his feet were in bounds. In high school, you only have to get 1 foot in bounds as opposed to the NFL where you have to get both feet. College is the same way as high school, in which you have to only get 1 foot. Number 3, Tristan Castro took a hit on that. Surprised he was able to hang it. And they are calling a personal foul going against the Huskies. And a personal foul is called against the Huskies. Very fortunate for the Upland Scots. That was a hit against a defenseless player. So essentially just somebody on the Husky defense just laid a shoulder into a player who wasn't aware of it. Referees caught on to that, and that's going to back them up 15 yards further after that long completion. So that's going to be 1st down and 10 at about their 18-yard line here. See if another flag. Not sure what's going on here. False start. Upland once again kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They get the big completion. They get the 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty going against the Huskies. They immediately bring it back 5 yards though. So what was a 15-yard advantage on that penalty turns into a 10-yard advantage. Now it's going to be a 1st and 15 behind right around their 25-yard line. The referees resetting the play. Upland moving back 5 yards, and we're going to be a 1st down and 15 here for the offense. Laquan Jackson behind center with the single running back, and Laquan Jackson hands it off to that running back. Spank Smith goes up the middle, has a hole. Smith's got a little bit of room. Smith tackled inside the 15-yard line. Nice little run to start this drive off after the penalty. Tackle made by number 5, for the Huskies. Number 5, Duran Johnson, the 6', 180-pound free safety cornerback hybrid on the play. So that's going to be a gain of 7, make it 2nd down and 8 with 7 minutes and 9 seconds here to go in the third quarter. Upland trailing the Chino Hills Huskies 6-14 here. Last game of the season, unless they get a little bit of help in the baseline league. Still have an outside chance to make the CIF playoffs. Laquan Jackson has an outside chance to convert this. Laquan Jackson on his feet. Laquan Jackson at the 2-yard line. Touchdown, Laquan Jackson. Touchdown, Scott. What an impressive athletic play for the sophomore sensation quarterback. The lefty rolling left.
Wow, he was all over the field on that. He goes left and then changes direction, goes to the right side, all the way towards like the middle of the field, and then makes people miss. Gets in for the touchdown.
Fantastic heads up run to get Upland right back into this ball game. Let's see if they offer the extra point. No, they are going for 2. They want to tie this bad boy up. I like the call. I like to be aggressive. Last game of the season. Can't hold anything
They're putting
back,
everything
James.
on the line right now. Cougars up. Spartans have just scored, so it's 7-10.
So Upland needs the Cougs to win, and they have a chance to get in the CIF playoffs, right?
That's right.
And let's go for this 2-point conversion. Tie this game up at 14 here in the third quarter. Timeout. Referees signaling a timeout. Timeout. Upland calling their first timeout of the half. Still got 2 to burn. Coach Dale Thomas might want to be rethinking this one. Maybe he wants to play it a little more conservatively, kick that extra point, or just didn't like something he saw with the defense there on that 2-point conversion.
Daryl Thomas has become somewhat of a celebrity. He was in the Super Bowl commercial last year with for, I think it was Toyota. He won some dollars for the football team by catching passes.
Oh, wow. So he was in a commercial for the Super Bowl?
That's right.
That is interesting. I was unaware of that. Good for Daryl Thomas. Good for Toyota. And here we go on this 2-point conversion to tie it up at 14. We got Laquan Jackson in the shotgun formation. Quan back. He's under pressure. Still on his feet. Laquan Jackson almost
got away.
Last second by number 40.
He really tried to do whatever he could, going left and right and making people miss. And I think he broke some ankles because we have somebody injured there.
Yeah, number 15 injured on that play. That's middle linebacker Jared Belknap. Hopefully he's okay. Safety is always of the utmost concern for our football players here at Upland High School.
Having to change directions quickly is often a recipe for disaster. You know, where you're rolling over your ankle or you know your cleats dig in. I've seen shins just split. And I mean, I don't mean shin splits, but like broken bone compound fractures.
Well, let's hope it's nothing of that nature, and hopefully it's just a mild cramp for the well-being here of this young middle linebacker.
Absolutely.
For the Huskies. Yeah, this is the unfortunate part of the sport of football. Injuries do occur, and we can only hope for the best.
It is. It's fast-paced. There's a lot of bodies running into each other, and oftentimes it's just like little things, like just twisting, running wrong, just falling wrong.
Yeah, still see the athletic trainers, the coaches. Looks like he's sitting up, so hopefully it's something not too significant. We don't want to see anybody get hurt out here. I think I see him sitting up. There's a crowd of people, and they're getting him up. He's on his feet. Let's go. A nice round of applause rings throughout the stadium on this cold November night for young number 15, Jared Belknap. Looks like he's just walking off with a little limp, but
yeah, he's walking on that really gingerly.
Yeah,
it might have been a leg injury there.
Yeah, if there's anything too significant, I don't think they'd be carrying him. You know, you might bring out stretcher of some sort. So yeah, it looks like he's favoring it considerably, but hopefully it's just something that'll heal quickly. And with that being said, resuming play here, we got a 2-point ball game with a failed 2-point conversion. Number 9, Brody Morgan, off for the kickoff. Morgan kicks that, and that's going to be received by number 2, Jeremiah Solvent. Has a little bit of room. He's at the 25.
And
tackled.
2 people failed to wrap him up and gained 10 extra yards after that.
That's going to be first down and 10 here for the Husky offense. Been a couple touchdowns to kick off the second half of football here, as opposed to the first half where the first quarter was 0-0. Then we saw that pick 6 and a couple field goals for the Upland High School offense, and both teams came out shooting this second half. We got a couple touchdowns. We got a 14-12 Chino High School
Yeah, that's
lead.
Upland's first touchdown. The other 2 were kicks.
Yeah, a couple field goals.
Yeah, they were trying to make up the difference with the 2-point conversion, but still making it close.
Luke Lopez on that play. Picked up a couple yards there. It's going to be a second down and about 5 to go.
New to this league is Ayala. Didn't do too well. They were 0-4, along with Etowanda down there at the bottom of the baseline league.
Hand off to number 10, Jacob Jimenez. Jacob Jimenez stopped up just past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a minimal gain. It's going to be third down and about 3, depending on the spot of the ball. Another third down here for the Husky offense. Upland's been strong on third downs most of the evening. They did give up a conversion last drive, but it's going to be third down and short here. So Alex Medine is going to have some options. You've seen him utilize his legs this half. He's obviously very acute to throwing the ball here. He's got a Jimenez play action pass, goes to number 6, Cameron Bateman. Cameron Bateman makes somebody miss. Cameron Bateman makes a few people miss. He turns into a minimal gain, and he turns it into a first down. Very nifty, athletic. He does pick up that first down there on the season. He's got 45 receptions for 860 yards and 9 touchdowns on the season, averaging just under 100 yards a game.
Chino's starting to see some success on this offense, mixing it up with some runs and passes, both being successful. Last drive we saw several runs that ended up in a touchdown. And another complete pass, this time to Terabay.
Yeah, Daniel Terabay took advantage of that play action pass, beat the linebacker over the middle, had an easy 12-yard completion right there. And here we go. We got Alex Medine moving the Huskies again to start this second half. Just the threat of the run there with that play action pass kind of opened up the field there for Terabay and Alex Medine, able to pick up that first down. So here they are at midfield. Jacob Jimenez flanked to the side. Jacob Jimenez, another play action pass. Pass incomplete. Almost
Tristan
picked off by
Castro
number 3.
almost was able to pick that up.
Yeah, Tristan Castro almost picked that one up off the hands of the receiver, and Tristan Castro playing some pretty tight coverage on that. And it just bounced off the hands of Jeremiah Salvon, and Tristan Castro with that good tight coverage, not really allowing any wiggle room there for Salvon. He forced a deflection, almost came up with a pick. So that's going to be second down and 10 here. With the Huskies leading 14-12 in the third quarter. We got Jacob Jimenez in there once again, the shotgun formation. Cameron Bateman motioning out to the right. He's all alone out there. And then Medine goes to number 11 once again.
Darren Terabay.
Yeah, Terabay.
Daniel Terabay.
Active.
Another good catch over the middle.
And we got Upland High School football
Highlander
plays
down.
Yeah, it looks like Nick Bester, one of their better defensive backs, the free safeties, I'm not sure what happened on that play. Might have to watch a replay, but they're tending to him right now. And yeah, we just hope that Nick Bester's okay. Official timeout right now. Stop the play clock here. Make sure everybody's safety. It kind of looks like they're hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him. Yeah, he's moving his head, so that's good because they were kind of favoring his head a little bit. But I did just see a little movement there, which is a promising sign. And he may have just took a bad hit there. Didn't really see any replay, so I'm not sure exactly what happened. There's quite a few bodies around the area. And it looks like he's getting up. That's a good sign. Good for Nick Bester. Good for the Upland High School football team, and good for the Baseline League overall. One of their better free safeties. Yeah, on the season, Bester's just been all over the field as a defender. Nick Bester's got 56 tackles. He's got a couple interceptions. And Nick Bester on that replay, yeah, he took a hit straight to the chest. His head went back a little bit. I'm thinking he might have got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, he made a great play, a great hit on that. And it's just, sometimes if it hits you he hit the solar plexus the wrong way, it's not the wind.
Nick Bester will take a breather here, but it's 3rd and 2 for the Husky offense. You see Alex Medine there lined up under center for once, a single back formation. And quarterback keeper.
And he does fall forward.
He did fall forward a little bit. I'm thinking he might have picked up that first down, and he sure did. The referees motioned first down, as did the wide receiver Daniel Terabay. He was first on the call there. He was pretty confident that they got that, and he was correct.
Yeah, it was right in front of him,
and
so he could see
player down.
Somebody down again.
I think that's Ponce.
Not sure what.
It might be number 60.
Yeah, he got caught. Sometimes those piles. A lot of
people
bodies
falling on you.
Yeah, a lot of.
And it's gotten much cooler in the past few days.
Yeah.
So we may not be used to that cold.
And maybe the cold weather could be attributed to some of these injuries that we've observed here in the last few minutes. I mean, that's back-to-back plays. We just hope it's nothing serious again. We saw Nick Bester shaking up a little bit the play before, and
this is Roman Ponce.
Yeah, Roman Ponce. So let's hope that hopefully we see him pop up on his feet and go back to the sideline here momentarily. Just make sure he's okay.
To make matters worse, Spartans have scored, so it's 14-10 now.
Not good for.
Not good for Upland.
Yeah. So
because Chino Hill's 3-1 along with Upland. So if Upland wins, then they've got the win advantage. So they would be tied, and then Rancho beating Damien would, because of their loss, make them 4-1. Rancho would also be 4-1.
Okay. Is that Roman?
So
Ponce?
because Upland would have beat Chino, and they would put him in the second place, that would allow them to get into the third place. Sorry, third place. There's 3 teams that get into the playoffs, and so it would either be Chino Hills or Upland.
Well, that's a good
sign. To that third place.
You see Roman Ponce getting up on his own, walking off. He's definitely walking quite gingerly. Trainer's doing an outstanding job here at Upland High School, making sure these players are all safe and taken care of, and play resumes. And I believe that is a 1st down and 10 to go for the Husky offense here. Alex Medine once again in a shotgun formation, hands it off to Jacob Jimenez. Jimenez has a little bit of a hole, pops off for about a 4-yard gain.
Looks like 20's in there, 44. 20 and 44.
And Nick Bester, who just came back into the game on the play. Nick Bester is all over the field, a very active defensive player for the Scots. And that's going to be a gain of 2, the refs are going to call. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for this Husky offense here with 3 minutes and change to go in the 3rd quarter. seen a couple touchdowns here on the first few possessions, and the Huskies marching right down here again. Upland High School's defense is going to have to step here to put a stop to this momentum here on second down and 8. Medine motioning to his right. He gets a throw off. That might be complete. And number 1, Luke Lopez on an impressive
It will be
catch.
complete, yep.
He was flanked closely by number 20, Nick Bester. Not a lot of room to work with, but Alex Medine delivers an absolute strike to Lopez. And Lopez falling down as he catches it, picks up that.
Just short of just 1 yard short of first
third
down.
and 1. Looks like
they're going to do a
sneaking once again,
quarterback
and
sneak.
looks like he had a lot of momentum there. And once again, you got Daniel Terabay motioning to the refs that he picked it up. Daniel Terabay again on the call, motioning a first down, and he's once again correct. If this football thing doesn't work out for him, he might
be an official.
Absolutely, he's been right every single time, and he's faster than the actual officials. Back to the game here, though. We got a trips formation on the left side, and with the wide receiver set, Jacob Jimenez on the left of Medine. Shotgun formation. 1st and 10 here. Medine gets the snap, play action to Jacob, and here it is, Terabay. Terabay's got one man to beat. Terabay has met at the 10-yard line. That's going to be another first down. Impressive play. That play action opening up the field for Medine and company.
Yeah, Osric Randolph saves the play there.
Yeah.
Comes in from the middle of the field.
Yeah,
Osric. Linebacker position.
Osric at Randolph kind of came out of no man's land.
He's a DB. He was from the defensive back position or safety position.
But it's going to be 1st and 10 here. They're at about, let's say, the 11-yard line here. And switch at running back. We got AJ Quijas in there now, number 23 for the Huskies, and we see a run for Medine. Medine's and they pushed him out at about the 8-yard line. Minimal gain. It's gonna be second down. As a keeper all the way. Upland read that well. They crashed that left side. Alex Medine didn't really have anywhere to go, and minimal gain of 2 yards, and it's gonna be 2nd and 8, 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7, right around that ballpark. So, yeah, we've seen Chino Hills try to utilize the legs of Medine, and Medine's gonna sit in that shotgun formation once again with AJ Quijas, the senior running back, number 23. Seen a lot more Jacob Jimenez tonight, but we see Quijas in there at this juncture. Shotgun formation. He's back to pass. Medine's got somebody in the end zone. That's going to be a flag in the back. And that pass was intended for number 6, Cameron Bateman, the leading receiver for the Chino Hills Huskies. And we'll see what this flag is.
They're calling a passing interference on Chase Menifee.
That's a rough call because I thought that pass was out of the reach of the intended receiver. Yeah. Oh, they're calling offsetting penalties. I like that call. I didn't think that was a very catchable ball. Luckily, Upland's bailed out by the Huskies holding penalties, so we're here. It's going to be a 3rd down. On the season, Medine's hasn't thrown many picks, but it'd be nice for the Upland Scouts to force one right now as they're pinned back deep into their territory. So
Cougars just scored a touchdown at 17-14. Cougars over the Spartans.
That is huge for Upland, and also what would be huge for Upland is a 3rd down stop here. Medine back to pass. Medine has number 9, and it's broken up by number 3, Tristan Castro with a clutch pass. Medine had his man, number 9. Caleb Farrell was open, and at the last second, number 3, Tristan Castro gets a hand in there.
That's just fundamental defensive play on the ball.
Touchdown saving, 100% on that because Farrell had him beat on the inside, but Tristan Castro is very quick to recover and makes a great read on the ball, able to extend that hand, break up the pass, and get it to 2nd down here. So that's going to be 2nd. And we got Alex Medine here.
Trips to the right.
Yeah, he got tripped from right.
Big
Watch out for
open
Cameron
field on the right
Bateman.
side.
Medin's trying to run it. He's met immediately. He's got nowhere to go, and there's a flag on the field.
I wonder
Not
what
sure
that
what-
flag is. That could be rough in the passer or unnecessary
That was a
roughness
rough.
after the play. Because that flag came in late. There was the first flag, and that may have been a holding, but then we have that where he sees to get thrown down right in front of him.
Yeah,
the official.
Can't be rough in the passer because he was a runner at that point. So
Yeah, so it might be unnecessary roughness.
we'll have to wait once again.
They're
for the
going to
officials
discuss
call.
that and see what that
I'm watching
is,
the
if it's valid or not.
Just watching the replay. I didn't really see anything that stood out, so we're gonna have to wait for the official word on this one. And officials picking up the flag. We're gonna wait for the word here. And there's still some discussion, and that is going back. That looks like it could have been.
Marking off against them, whatever it is. It's so far. Replay up.
Lot of motioning.
Now he's going the other way with it.
This looks like it was going against
Did he signal anything?
Chino. There's no signal yet from the official. There's a lot of discussion though. The Chino Hills High School looks like they moving forward with the ball, indicating that this could be going against Upland. And we are getting the call now. Holding offense.
All right, well, thank you, man. Thanks, Francisco. Holding on them.
Personal foul defense.
Holding on them. Okay, so holding on them, personal foul. Holding against Chino Hills, personal foul.
So these penalties once again are going to offset one another. And that's the second time in the last couple of plays that we've seen two offsetting penalties. So
Now, they didn't blow a whistle, did they?
they
As is running, like after four progress. I'm not sure there was a whistle blown. 'Cause that would stop the play.
So we're going to replay third down here. Third down and 8. And it's third down and 8 for the Husky offense. Running back AJ Quijas still in there with quarterbacks Medin. Medin with Quijas to his right. He's got a number 1 Luke Lopez kind of at a tight end position right there. Medin hands off to Quijas. No, he keeps it. Medin breaks it to the right. Medin might. That's going to be close. And he's going to be short of the goal. Might be
But he
fourth
might
and
have
inches.
got the first down.
And another player down here for the Huskies. That's an offensive lineman. It looks like number 72. Looks like big number 77, Dylan
72.
Hernandez. Number 72, Kyle Malixi. Minor. Yeah, we're waiting to. Looked like a
Yeah,
big-
that's number 72. And that's a offensive lineman.
Yeah, Minor Coburn there. Looks like he kind of came down awkwardly on that right leg at the end of that play there. So
He's a
hopefully-
big boy, 235 pounds, 6-foot junior.
Yeah, and we're seeing the replay here, but it's on the other side of the field. Yeah, you'll see number 72 right there. Minor Coburn, he steps down awkwardly on his right leg. Looks like he rolled his ankle. It definitely looks like a lower leg injury there. So hopefully that Minor Coburn's okay on this, and he's getting some attention from the trainers here as we take a quick pause of gameplay.
So if it's fourth down,
Yeah,
what do you think they're going to do here?
Oh, I am pretty confident that the Chino Hills would definitely go for it here. They've been very successful, especially on these little quarterback keepers here on 4th and short. It looks like Medin's getting minimum 1 to 2 yards of pop on those. So if it's 4th and inches, I 100% anticipate Chino Hills to go for it once again.
Yeah, they've
there.
been doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
That would be their MO, but it is a risky move.
All right, offensive lineman number 72, Minor Coburn, fortunately walking off on his own power, and they are calling it a 4th and 1. And just as we were talking about, and we got the offense coming back on the field, and I definitely expect to see another quarterback keeper. They've been very successful, almost like the Philadelphia Eagles in their the famous tush push from last year. Just anytime it's 4th and short, like it's almost automatic at this point. Try to get some of those bigger interior linemen for Chino to line up, try to neutralize that forward progress that they're getting on these quarterback sneaks. So Medine under center here. Oh, he actually hands it off to number 10, Jacob. Jacob Jimenez is wrapped up. He might have been stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Upland High School with a huge stop there. What a huge stop. I am so surprised that they handed it off to the running back.
He gets caught up and his legs get twisted up.
And number 3, Tristan Castro on the stop. I mean, it was a huge. It was a gang tackle effort, but you really saw Tristan Castro make that last push, and he came over the top and just put a stop to any forward progress that running back Jacob Jimenez was going with there. And Upland High School coming up big.
Again, huge risk, and come up short. That's gonna.
Very surprised they decided to hand it off to the running back rather than just sneak it, because they've been so successful. But maybe they felt that Upland was expecting it, so they tried to get a little fancy with it. But luckily for the Scots, they were able to stop it. It's going to be 1st and 10, and that's a quick handoff to Jerome Smith. Got a couple of yards, gives Laquan Jackson and company a little bit of a breathing room here as they're backed up pretty close to their goal line. We got 15 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if they try to get another playoff or just send it to the 4th.
Last time they were pressed in that position, Spank opened up a 60-yard run.
Oh, absolutely. Almost took that one to the house. And speaking of taking it to the house, we're going to take this to the 4th quarter as both teams walking off the field, getting ready to switch sides here. At the end of 3, that'll do it. That is Chino Hills 14, Upland 12. We got a close ball game here.
At this time, we'll take a short break and go to our sponsors.
Hey, you wanna go get dinner?
Yeah, sure.
What do you want?
You pick.
Oh, but I picked last time. You should pick.
Oh my god, you pick.
I don't want to pick. I picked last time. I shouldn't have to.
Just pick.
I don't feel like picking tonight. Why can't you?
Oh my god, how about pizza?
Come down to Captain's Grill for a good dinner to fill your bellies. Come on, let's go.
Can I get the...
You want the surf and turf fries?
I think I'll have...
How about the galley sandwich? We also do breakfast from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays.
Hey dude, I saw your cut. Needs a little bit of a fix. But I know a place where I can line you up, alright? Follow me.
Trying to get a deep pass out, that's going to fall incomplete, but I love the aggressive play call. That was intended for Justin Benson. He was going for it. I like that aggressiveness. And that's going to be a third down and 5 to go.
Now, I'm not sure why that looked way overthrown.
They're just going for
for it. Like he had a target, but I guess that was meant to be a streak. He might have been caught up at the line. You know, the receivers are allowed to bump
slide over
within the first 5 yards, and that would throw off the timing. You have a quarterback, in practice, you're expecting it to go a certain direction or a certain way or with a certain pace, and you can get knocked off balance by a defender.
On third down here, Laquan Jackson, that's going to be incomplete again. Ooh. Defensive back took a fill over the top of the wide receiver there, took a nasty little fall. Hopefully he's okay. He's up on his feet. He's okay. So that's going to be 3 and out. Very quick for the Upland Scots here, deep in their own territory. You got to be careful. Get this punt off. Number 9.
There's not a whole lot of room to get that kickoff.
Not
going to be all in the back. this end zone.
Yeah, Brody Morgan's going to have to hurry this one up. You know Chino Hills going to be bringing some heat, try to make something happen.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for special teams team to make their mark.
And number 6, Cameron Bateman, the wide receiver, back to return this punt. He's hoping to get a chance here. Brody Morgan waiting for the snap.
An update on that Spartans game.
And Brody
Spartans
Morgan
Cougar
gets
game.
the punt off.
21 to 24.
Just getting that punt off was impressive. Gets it all the way to the 40-yard line. Didn't really take a bounce of any sort. Kind of bounced straight up and right at the 40-yard line. And Chino Hill is going to be taking over, up by 2 with 11 minutes and 40 seconds of game time regulation remaining.
The Spartans Cougars game is also very close. Spartans 21, Cougars the score game 24. They're currently leading by 3.
Big stop, boys.
First and 10 here. Alex Medine hands it off to AJ Quitos. Quitos wrapped up. Not before he picks up a gain of 7 there on first down. That's going to be second and short. Oscar Guerrero on the tackle there, number 40. Linebacker. And the clock is still running on that. Chino Hill is taking their time with this 2-point lead here in the 4th quarter. Alex Medine with AJ Quijas hands it off once again to AJ. AJ is going to pick up the first down and a little bit more, and it's going to be a first down.
That rumble all the way to the 20.
Yeah,
it's going to move the chains. You see, he had a gap on the right side of the center.
It's going to be first down on about the, call it the 21-yard line. First fresh set of downs, and looks like they're going to stick with AJ Quijas there. He's been featured a little bit more here in this second half after we saw a heavy dose of Jacob Jimenez earlier in this game. Another handoff to Quijas. Quijas bounces to the left, gets through a hole, and is wrapped up at about the 15-yard line. He's second down and about 4 to go.
Quijas being patient, letting his blockers
number 9 there,
do their thing.
Brody Morgan, linebacker, punter extraordinaire on the tackle. And Hochi on that tackle as well. And that's going to, we'll call it a 5-yard gain, second and 5 here. Late as the clock wanes on here. The final 9 minutes. And Medine throws an incomplete pass, no flags. It's
on the back of the helmet.
Once again, intended for Cameron
Bateman.
And
goes off of his helmet.
Yeah, it sure did. Right off the noggin. Chase Menifee on the coverage. Another third down. See if this Upland High School defense can stand tough once again. They were successful last drive and stopped that fourth down. And then Alex Medine here on 3rd and 5. He's got AJ Quijas there once again. He hands off to Cahin. Oh no, he keeps it. Very, very, very elusive.
Yeah.
But more importantly, Medine is stopped there on 3rd down. It's going to bring up another 4th and short. They're in field goal range, but I expect them to go for it.
That was a great acting job by AJ Quijas.
Yeah, he
fooled everybody, fooled the cameras.
Fooled me. He got me this time. I'll get him next time though. No, my mistake. They are going to kick the field goal. Field goal teams out there. This might be their first field goal attempt of the game. Number. And we will 33-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and that kick is right down the middle. That is going to be a 17-12 lead for the Chino High Huskies here with 8 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. So Upland's got to get something going here. It's kind of after that first drive in which Laquan Jackson was able to punch in that run. They really haven't had much going offensively. Granted, they were pinned back very deep in their territory last drive, making things extremely difficult to move the ball when you're inside your own 5-yard line. So look for Justin Benson or Luke Levano here to get a nice return on this. They've had a couple successful returns getting the ball up to the 40, 30-yard line earlier in the game, so that would be very helpful for the Scots at this point. So number 24 for Chino High, Jordan Corona off to kick that, and the kick is up, and that's going to be fielded by Justin Benson. Just at the goal line, Justin Benson running to his left. Justin runs just at about the 19-yard line. So, and number 32, Vincent Cepeda, the second on the tackle there on the special teams play for the Chino Hills Husky. Once again, we're going to bring out Laquan Johnson here. He's had some success throwing the ball today. He's had a couple unfortunate interceptions earlier in the game, one that went for a touchdown. But going to need some offense here. But they are only down by 5, so they do have a lot of time left. So they don't have to force anything at this point. Just run the offense, establish that run with Jerome Smith. And we got some motion to the right. Laquan waits for the handoff. He gets the snap, actually. And Jerome gets the handoff. 22, Jerome Smith. Nice little run. He's hit. And it looked like that was close to being a face mess there. But no call, no flag. But Smith able to pick up a nice little 4 or 5 yard run on that first down attempt. Number 21, Dylan Howard on that tackle for the Huskies. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 3 to go. Call that a gain of 7 for Jerome Spank Smith. Number 22, Smith still in there. It's Upland's primary running back all season long. Laquan Smith waiting for the snap, claps his hands with Smith at his side. Laquan Jackson hands it off once again to Smith. Smith punching it up the middle. It's going to be very close to a first down.
Oh, that'll be a first down for sure. That'll move the chains because that gets over the 32-yard line. And they needed to get,
You are correct. See those chains moving. Great job. And Smith looks like he needs a little breather. Number 33 coming in. Number 33, they're running back Cedric Dubé. Or, my mistake, it looks like that is still Smith in there. Dubé subbed in for somebody else. Laquan under center, he hands it off to Smith. He's met at the line, but evades that tackle for a loss. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage there. Saved a loss by getting past that blitzing linebacker.
That was just a breakdown in the offensive line. Whenever you see someone bust through that quickly, and then you see a host of other defenders coming in past the line. And that might be one of the big differences throughout this game. The offensive line unit, oftentimes how a quarterback reacts is due to solid here, how not solid here.
Ooh, Jackson gets that pass off to number 11.
Pushed down by 29.
Maxwell Rodriguez
nice.
Getting that first down.
First down conversion. I like the confidence. I like the quick decision making from Jackson there.
29.
Very good play call from head coach Daryl Thomas, and
again, he's able to be poised back there in the pocket with the line giving him time to throw.
Yeah, when he has time and a clean pocket, he makes some great throws. It's when the pocket's collapsing a little bit, sometimes you'll see some throws a little ill-advised, you could say.
But it's also caused him to run, and that's where a large bulk of his yardage come from. That's going to be about the 48-yard line.
We got Smith on a minimal gain there on first down, maybe a gain of 1. Tackled by number 90, defensive lineman Adam Camarera for the Chino Hill High School. Huskies there. It's going to be 2nd down and 7, and they give him a 3-yard gain on that. I like the methodical play calling here. Yes, it's late in the game, but you only need 1 touchdown. You're down by 5, so you don't have to rush anything. Just call your game. You don't have to force anything.
The corner under center, 2 tight ends.
And Smith gets another handoff. Smith is running hard here at this point in the game. He was met in the back, not the backfield, but just past the line of scrimmage. He was met by a gang of Huskies there. A pack of Huskies, I should say. And not before he picks up a few yards. It's going to be 3rd and short, 3rd down and 3 to be exact.
I was describing the line earlier, the way the positions are formed. Typically on one of the sides, you'll have an extra person, and it's called the tight end. And that'll indicate what the strong side is. In this case, we have 2 tight ends. And so that will make it challenging for the defense to know which side is favored.
1st down, Huskies. Another impressive run for Spank Smith.
1st down, Highlanders.
Highlanders, Scott, my mistake.
That would be the Highlanders.
Yes. My apologies on that, but 1st down for Upland, and they are driving. A lot of heavily featuring the run this drive.
So with 2 tight ends, there's no strong side.
Like favorite side. So you don't know which side they're going to go.
Play action here for Jackson. Jackson's got a little pressure here. He's got somebody to beat. Jackson's on the move. Jackson's fast.
He's on the way.
2 guys to beat. Jackson's on his way. Jackson can take the lead right here. He's got number 25 to beat. Jackson right before the corner. Jackson is down at the 1-yard line. What an amazing run by the sophomore quarterback. He had 1 man to beat. There is a flag.
And it's way back.
And the flag is way
that
back.
Usually indicates holding or illegal block in the back or something like that.
I'm not sure where maybe that right there. Oh, it's so tough. Jackson with an impressive run, and it's coming all the way back.
That was a stiff arm. There was
back-breaking. What an
spin.
That was a legal block in the back, right when he broke that run. It's very, very subtle too. It could have been a no call, but the refs decided to throw that flag, and it is just one of those difficult calls. Probably going to be pretty difficult to overcome that, because that was a game-changing run from a sensational run, I should say, from Laquan Jackson. Look at this. I mean, looks like he's sacked right there. He beats 2 people, and they might be calling that right there. Maybe that hold, it
was a legal block in the back, so it couldn't have been that one.
Yeah, so it's very tricky. Another flag. All right, so this one's going to go back Upland's way. Offsides on the defense.
Consolation penalty here.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be 15 yards to 1st down.
At the very least, Laquan Jackson gets a little bit of a breather here after that sensational run that was negated by penalty. Jack, they call him. He's incredibly athletic. I mean, you saw him juke half of the entire defensive squad on a single play. And Laquan Jackson looking to throw here. He's got Justin Benson, and he got 2 feet in there.
Benson gets his 2 feet. That's right. That's a 1st down.
What a throw. What a catch. Justin Benson with a catch of the night and the throw of the night, and took out a trainer's table in the process. And that was good in the NFL. He had 2 feet in there, it looked like. What an impressive catch. He had very little room to work with. Credit to Jackson for delivering a strike, and Justin Benson did the rest to help his offense out here and convert a huge conversion, and especially considering the circumstances and getting what was essentially a 45-yard touchdown run negated by penalty here. Jackson with the ball again, hands it off to Spank. Spank makes 2 people miss. Spank's still on his feet. He does not go down easily.
7 and 42.
Could be that diminutive stature. Looked like he was able to duck the contact, and 2 defenders essentially ran into one another. He came away relatively unscathed and saved what would have been a 3-yard loss.
Gets by 3-4 people.
He might have,
but
still a loss on
it
the
allowed
play.
everybody to catch up, and they met him back at the line.
That's going to be 2nd down and 11. We're here in the final 3 minutes of regulation here.
Actually lost a yard on that.
Could have been a 4-yard loss, turned it into a 1-yard
1
loss.
yard, yeah.
And are they going to call a timeout? Yep, there's the penalty. Delay a game on Upland.
I don't think he realized.
Yeah, the play call was rolling. The coach should have called a timeout there.
No one but the press box realized that the timeout needed to be called.
That's high school football for you. 2nd down and 16 to go after the 1-yard loss and the 5-yard delay of game. Shotgun formation. Spank Smith lined up at running back. Jackson still on his feet.
Yeah,
Jackson once again
he's gonna
eluding.
run, but gets probably back to the original line.
Jackson is so difficult to bring down. And here's your timeout.
He's a big guy.
Yeah. He's not a skinny quarterback. He's
built like a NFL fullback.
And 2 minutes and 31 seconds in regulation. Upland using their 2nd timeout here. Their quarterback over here. He's been running all over the place this quarter, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 12 to go here, so 3rd and long. It's absolutely 4-down territory, given that they're down by 5 points with 2 minutes to go. So you don't have to air it out just yet, but we've seen some impressive throws from Laquan Jackson, but he's also been equally as effective on the ground here, especially this drive. Timeout gives the entire offense a catch their breath. It's been quite a long drive, physical drive at that, a lot of runs. So Upland have time to regroup and collect themselves here and try to convert this 3rd down. Once again, you see Jerome Spank Smith lined up next to quarterback Laquan Jackson here on 3rd down and 12. Jackson waits for the snap, gets the snap. Laquan Jackson backs the pass. He gets the throw off. Justin Jackson. Yes, Justin Benson's down the field. The pressure kind of caught up to him, and he just mailed it a little off target there. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
He gets hit as he throws.
Yeah,
boom.
He takes it.
And he doesn't get that full.
He just doesn't
release.
get it all
Yeah.
little short. And
without that full extension, that ball's going to come short. You don't have that follow through.
Justin Benson was there. If he would have just got to maybe peel back a little bit when you know your quarterback's under duress. But regardless, it's 4th down here, and this very well could be the ball game here. So we got Jackson back to pass. He's got some time. Jackson's aired it out here to number 3, Trayvon, and that's deflected. Smart defensive play. And there's still a little bit of time, but Upland's only got 1 timeout. So things are going to be very difficult for Upland.
And I think they probably knew that earlier, and that's why they didn't call the timeout and just let the play clock, go down to penalty. They just didn't have enough to call a play at the time. So instead of waste the timeout, they just let the play clock go down and take the penalty. But you had an opportunity there.
Yeah.
And we got 2 minutes. A lot can happen in 2 minutes 20 seconds.
That block in the back on that long run was just crucial. So
knife in the back.
A handoff here, right here to AJ Quitos. That's going to be a gain of about 6 yards.
To add insult to injury, the Spartans now have come up on top of the Cougars, 28 to 24.
So that'll essentially eliminate Upland from any postseason contention, barring any type of miracle here.
Yeah, I believe there's still 4 minutes on the clock.
Oh, they got 4 minutes there and 2 minutes here. I think Upland just expended their last timeout. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left, so I mean, they're going to have, first and foremost, they're going to have to prevent any sort of first down. And
they'll get the 2-minute warning, and then that could, if they get the stop here, I'll take it to 3rd down.
Chino's definitely going to be running.
Warning, unless the play lasts longer than 12 seconds.
So after that 3rd and final timeout from the Upland Scots, that's going to bring back the Chino offense here and what should be a obvious running play, I should say, to chew up that clock here on 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, keep it running.
So if they pick up a first down, you could all but wrap this one up. Almost drops a snap though, but that's a first down.
Yeah, definitely first down.
That might do it here, guys. That's your first down, and they could essentially just kneel it here.
Yeah, that first down was the season.
And that was it. And the clock is going to go all the way down. They're already at 1:50 to go, so you can expect the victory formation here. Let time expire and need a little bit of help from the Rancho Cucamonga Cougars here. They got to knock off the Damien Spartans, and there's the kneel down. That'll take us to 2nd down, and one more kneel down should do it. You see the Chino Hills Huskies celebrating what is looking to be a victory. Granted, this is high school, and you see some crazy things happen at the high school level, some drop snaps. They're just kids out there, so a little more prone to mistakes than these guys you watch on TV every single week.
Yeah, this is voluntary.
Yes.
They're not paid for this.
And once again, this could, and there's your 2nd snap. Playing by me. Well, one more snap. My math was a little bit off.
But even so, at this level, we see some really good plays, good players, and great fundamental football here. Didn't see anything crazy out of the ordinary that you wouldn't see in a college or program.
And that last snap will do it. You see the Huskies celebrating, and that what could be the last game of the 2024 season.
Could be, and Spartans are up on the Cougars 28-24 with 2 minutes to go on that side. So we'll see what will happen. Hopefully we'll be up here again to talk about it. But if not, it's been great to present this for you. Upland, City of Upland. I'm James Mira.
I'm Sean Smith.
You're watching UTV Studio Production. I'd like to thank our crew here, that esteemed colleagues and students that are bringing you live sports under extraordinary pressure, with only being students that have a class 50 minutes a day, and then setting up with less than 2 hours and giving you replays and scores and all kinds of different angles. These are very talented students. Working on this, we have Nico and Mesqua transmitting this onto YouTube, controlling all the graphics. We have our TD, Stephen Lamb. We have scoreboard operator, Mena Assad. Bradley Leisure Sangster on the replays. The replay camera was brought to you by Alicia Octodonata. We had Cruz Damien on your wide camera. We had Angel Cerna on your close-up camera. And on our highlight camera, we have the camera extraordinaire Dwayne Lai. Excuse me. And we were brought to you by Captain's Grill, Veronica Gross Realty, the Upland Barbershop, Vac and So, and the Harvey Mudd Homework Hotline. Well, till the next time, thank you for joining us. You're watching UTV Studio Production. Good night.
Good night.